Are you in a relationship with an ENFP and you wonder why is this person always flirting, or you actually want to know as well if they are flirting or not? Perhaps you have asked them and they say, well, no, I'm not flirting, but it's still happening. So you wonder, why is this happening? Or are you an ENFP yourself and you're being told by many people that you are flirting, just like myself? I've been told repeated times that I am flirting with people when I'm not. So I want to explain all of this. Why are ENFPs so flirtatious, as some people would catalog as? So that's the subject of today. Welcome, my name is Mindy, and before I start, I would like to ask you to please like my video and subscribe, because this way you're going to show me that you actually see the work I put here and you're motivating me to actually keep creating more content. Make sure to also check out my playlist for ENFPs if you are like one or are with one in your life. And I have a coffee page for your donations if you appreciate my content. And if you want one-on-one sessions with me, there is also information down below. Please leave your comments and tell me your experience with ENFPs and they flirting. Or if you're an ENFP and people tell you that you're always flirting, I also want to hear it. And let's now dive in. People think that ENFPs are flirtatious. This is not new. I've heard that throughout my life many times. I've had, sometimes even problem with people when they think I was just talking to someone and they think I'm flirting. So I want to speak today in the name of the ENFPs out there. Of course, that there are moments when the ENFPs are going to be flirting, of course, like any other person. But it's not possible that every time we open our mouths in a party and in a new gathering, that people think that we're always flirting. So I want to explain why this happened. The question is, are they actually flirting? The answer is going to be yes. To the rest, they're flirting, because I believe that the truth is something that belongs to each person. There are some people out there, wow, I love the birds. They distract me, but I love them. There are some people out there who think that there is one truth, that one ultimate truth. And I do believe that maybe that's true, perhaps. But I do believe as well that what every person believes, that becomes into a truth. But for the ENFP themselves, they're actually not flirting most of the times. Let's say, I would say up to a 90% they are perhaps not flirting. You know, there is always a room for when some person, like some ENFP really feels like kind of, oh, I'm attracted to this person, then they can flirt, right? But why do they come across like they're flirting? Okay, number one, it's because their nature is to see beauty in the world. And if you haven't seen my other video that's called How Is It Like to Be an ENFP, I'm gonna link it now up here. You go and check it out, because in that video I talk about the nature of the mind of the ENFP. How does the mind of the ENFP actually work? And that's one of the reasons why they come across as flirtatious. Because their nature is to see beauty. You know, the ENFP is led by extroverted intuition, and this function helps the ENFP to navigate the world throughout, I don't know, wonder. It's like wonder, excitement. They can see, they can appreciate beauty. You know, like it's fun when you're with your ENFP walking in nature and they see a bird and they see, I don't know, a little animal walking crossing the path, and then you're like, oh, this is so beautiful that this person appreciates this beauty so much. Well, it's the same when they're talking with a person. Just as they see the beauty in that cat on the way. By the way, I am someone who really sees a cat, a dog, and I just love them all. When they talk to a new person or to a person, they really see through, like they engage and they see, you know, maybe they can see beyond the words of this person, even though they just met them. So because they see this, the person inside, doesn't mean that they want to be with them, that they want them to take them home, or that they want to fall in love with them or marry them. That doesn't mean at all anything. It's a moment, it's an NE moment of being excited about what this person is presenting in front of me and about the person itself. What a beautiful thing it is for an ENFP being able to see inside the mind, the world of another person. It's very beautiful. I can tell you as an ENFP myself. So we see the beauty. And when we see beauty, you see us. When we see beauty, we're just very excited and we're all over like we are very excited. Okay. So we also see people as perfect and beautiful. All right, I am not trying to say beautiful in a sort of physical way, but I notice that when I start talking to a person, I'm interacting with another person, I see beyond. I look at like beyond their physical appearances, and I try to see the world from something. It depends on the person I'm interacting, but I try to see the world from their perspective. Sometimes even when I disagree, I try to still see the perfection and the beauty of whatever journey they have had. So there is this thing I talk in other videos as well, where I talk about 5 signs that you are not an ENFP. I talk about the empathy of the ENFP. But the empathy of the ENFP, I would say, it's not like I am like having this feeling of overwhelming that I want to save you and all of those things. It's more like I can imagine what is it like for you. I can feel it. We absorb the feeling, we absorb the intention of the person, but it's not in a conscious level that we're trying to, to save them and to, like pamper them and all of those things. So I think because of that is that we see them as perfect, and we can place ourselves in their shoes, and all of this makes the whole experience, when you look from afar, from outside, it's like, what's happening there? Like, people think that you're just like in love with them, but no, you're not. As an ENFP, you're just doing all of this process I'm telling you, because that's the way we navigate people, life, animals, relationships, hikes. It's just the ENFP way. Another thing is that we see their possibilities. So let's say we're talking with someone and this person is saying something, and this is a good example, maybe with an INTJ. Let's say an ENFP interacting with a new INTJ they meet, and the INTJ, it's perhaps at the beginning a bit guarded and it's not like going to open up all at once, but they show some glimpses of what there is inside. And the ENFP takes that they feel that, and so they see the potential because of this pattern recognition thing. So even though this person is just getting to know us, the ENFP, I'm getting distracted by the cat, by the way, she just lie down here, they can still see the possibilities that this person, with this little glimpse of information they gave us, that they can actually in a future, like, we know that they can open up and share more information, that they're fun, that they are not like exactly how they look. So we see their possibilities and we get excited. So this is why we come across as flirtatious. Actually, my conclusion of all of this is that this might just mean that we see them as just a wonderful human being. It's a good way to say it. So we see a wonderful human being, and even though we don't know them, or maybe we know them, that's why we actually very excited that we're talking with them and that what we're seeing, and then we respond to that conversation, to whatever they're saying, in a very excited way because of all of these things I just mentioned, without that meaning that we want to go to bed with them, without meaning that we want to kiss them, without meaning that we want to steal them from their wives or husbands, all of those things that people interpret that is just wrong. And yeah, if you're with one ENFP yourself in a relationship, and this ENFP tells you that they are not flirting, and you already established a relationship and you trust this person, well, I would advise to also trust them if they're saying this. Of course, if this ENFP has another kind of pattern that they are not to be trusted, then you should consider not trusting them. But in general terms, this is what I experience. So I come here when I talk about ENFPs to share a lot of my personal experience. Not everything is my experience, but a lot. And in this particular case, I just shared things that I've lived and gone through. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe. Please leave your comments below and tell me your experience with ENFPs and they flirting. Or if you're an ENFP, and people tell you that you're always flirting, I also want to hear it. So please put it down in the description. And for now, see you next time. Bye!